Hey gang, looks like we're all still here, huh? After this past weekend, with the asteroids or the meteors that were supposed to hit the Earth, and the moon turning blood red, and ending all life on Earth and all that other nonsense, what do you know? We're all still here. Once again, we survived the end of the world. Wow. Starting to kind of become old hat, wouldn't you say? It's starting to kind of feel like that we're just getting used to this. It's like getting up every day, going to check your mail, or your email, or anything like that. Grabbing the newspaper, doing what you gotta do, go to work, clean your house, whatever you guys gotta do. See, there's a reason why I'm shooting this angle through this way, to show you Walmart and Sonic, if you can see Sonic. It's mainly because to show you guys that, yes, we are all still here. The prophecy of the end of the world this past weekend, well, if you're seeing this video, obviously you knew it didn't happen. There are some realistic people out there that pretty much knew this was not going to happen. I was on Facebook earlier, and I saw all these people making jokes about how they survived the end of the world yet again. I don't get why there are people in this world who want to try and predict and try to scare other people into believing that they know when the end of the world is going to happen. My buddy Reno, about a week ago, put a video on here in which he talked about his views and his thoughts on the end of the world supposed to be happening. Well, folks, this past weekend we were supposed to have Armageddon, and look what happened. We're all still here. The wind's picking up a little bit, but that doesn't mean that, that doesn't mean that the end of the world's going to happen today. You see, what people who want to predict that don't realize is that the entire world lives in different time zones. There are some places that are a day ahead of us by either a few hours or an entire day or something like that. You know what I mean. And yet, people want to prophesize that the end of the world's going to happen on such date at such time. Be ready for it. Well, you know what? Since 2000... this has been predicted. For 15 years since the new millennium started, there have been people predicting the end of the world. June 6, 2006, the end of the world. December 21st, 2012, the end of the world. May 21st, the end of the world. This past weekend, the end of the world. And yet, when those people want to predict it and are wrong, you know what happens? They're laughed at. But you know what's really bad? Those same people who basically fell for it and believed in them and said, I believe in you. I know you're telling the truth. They'll look at them and just go, I'll never believe him again. But yet, somebody else will come along and say, I know when the end of the world's going to happen. Those same people who didn't believe that last person will believe that idiot. Folks, God knows when the end of the world is going to happen. We may never know when it's going to happen. We need to just stop all this nonsense. We need to stop all this idiocy. We need to stop trying to scare people into believing that each and every one of us knows when the end of the world is going to happen. Everybody wants to look up in the sky and just go, oh, there's a sign, there's a sign, there's a sign, there's a sign. The end of the world may happen and we may never get a sign for it. The end of the world may happen and it may just come boom and it's gone and it's done. But you know what, ultimately? You know who's really going to wind up destroying this entire world? We are. We've been destroying it since we've been on here. We have messed things up. We have totally screwed things up. We have destroyed our own planet. We're going to be the cause of the end of the world, folks. And when God decides he wants to just wipe out everything on Earth, he may wind up trying to restart and do it all over again, and hopefully the next generation of people that he puts on this earth will do it right. So for those of you who want to keep on believing in people like the Mayans and Harold Camping and whoever else, if you want to continue believing in these people who want to sit there and say, I saw a vision in my juice, I saw a loophole in the Bible saying it's going to happen on this day at this time and all this, you know what? Keep doing it. But you're just going to wind up looking foolish when it's all over with, when we're all still here a day or two after the supposed end of the world date has been hit. Folks, we're all going to leave this world one day, but why are we in such a hurry? I say, every day that you get up, look out the window. If you don't see a river of blood, if you don't see zombies walking around, if you don't see anything that's supposed to be a sign of the apocalypse happening, then just get on with your day. Stop worrying about what morons are telling you is supposed to be the end of the world at this day, on this time, this month, this year, all this crap. Just live life every day. A wise man once told me, and I'm sure he's probably told a lot of you out there too, live life every day like it's your last. That's what I think every one of us should do. Just live life every day like it's your last. Do something good for somebody else. Try to put a smile on somebody's face. And do what you can to help somebody out who really needs it. Because we don't know when any of us are going to go. We all may go at the same time. We may go one at a time, which pretty much happens every day. Well, not one at a time, but you know what I mean. So, folks, I hope this time we've learned, after 15 years of all this Armageddon rumor nonsense, hopefully this time we've learned. Stop listening to those morons. Stop listening to those idiots who want to sit there and say that they don't really say it, but in a way they are saying they know more than God and they know more about when the end of the world's going to happen. God only knows when it's going to happen, so sit back, relax, let God handle things, and get on with your day, okay? That's going to do it for me, gang. I'm going to get back inside because I thought I felt a raindrop. Could that mean rain's coming? Yeah, I think so. Take care of yourselves, guys. Live life every day. Have fun. God bless every one of you. And as always, stay strong. Rock on.